It's the Happy Hippo Harmonium channel here, and today we're going to look at how to play Namo Bhagavate by Krishna. This Kirtan is a little bit more involved simply because there are quite a few chord progressions. But I find the easiest thing is to look at them visually, so look in the description box and you'll see the progression all laid out for you. And then if you watch the video, you should be away in no time. So good luck and let's get going. Alright, so let's have a look at this Kirtan. It consists of 4 different chords, and these chords are C minor, and that consists of the notes C, E flat, and G. Then you've got B flat major, and that consists of the notes B flat, D, and F. Then you've got E flat major, and that consists of the notes B flat, E flat, and G. And then you've got F, and that consists of the notes A, C, and F. So what I'll do is I'll play the song through for you, I'll sing it through for you, and then I'll break it down into its individual parts. So it goes like this. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So those are the different parts, and it may seem like, wow, there's a lot to this song. In actual fact, a lot of the progressions are very similar, and once you sort of get your head around one, the other two, well not the other two, but the others aren't too bad. So let's get started. Let's check out the first melody, and in this case the chords are all held for a count of 4 or a count of 2. So what I'll do is I will just count you through, and you'll get the hang of it. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the E flat major and the B flat major that follows that one that is held for a count of 2. So the progression is C minor to B flat major to E flat major, B flat major, and then to F. Now I call that the low Namo Bhagavate. Then there's the sort of, I don't know, rising Namo Bhagavate, and this is very similar. The only difference is that instead of starting on a C minor, it starts on an E flat major. Again, the chords are held for a count of 4, except for the second E flat major and the B flat major that follows that. So what does that mean? It goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. E flat major, B flat major, E flat major, B flat major, F. Then, when you look at the Ram Sita Ram, there's two melodies to Ram Sita Ram. One's high and one's low. Let's have a look at the low one. The low one, well, in actual fact, it follows the same progression as the low Namo Bhagavate. So it goes Ram Ram Sita Ram, Ram Ram Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Ram Sita Ram. Again, the E flat major and the B flat major are held for a count of 2. So in case you missed it, that progression goes C minor, B flat major, E flat major, B flat major, F. Now when we look at the higher version of that, the higher Ram Sita Ram, well, it goes like this. It goes Ram Ram Sita Ram, Ram Ram Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Ram Sita Ram. So in this situation, the progression is F to E flat major, then to B flat major, and back to F. With this, what you'll find is that the chords are held for either a count of 4, 6, or 2. So what I'll do is I'll count you through. It goes like this. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the E flat major that is held for a count of 6. And what you'll find is when you're singing the high Ram Sita Ram, at the beginning you may feel like you're singing a bit out of tune, and in actual fact that's because you're singing this note here, the F, Ram Sita Ram, Ram Sita Ram, Sita Ram, and so on. But you're playing, for example, the chord that you hold for 6 beats is E flat major. And E flat major, well, it doesn't have an F in it, so it can sound a little bit tense or a little bit like, whoa, what's going on? But don't worry, it's the right chord and you're doing it. If you're singing the F, you're doing it right. So let's have a look at the 2 higher Namo Bhagavates. That's the final 2 melodies in this song. So they go like this. They go Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Exactly the same progression as the high Ram Sita Ram. So you've got F to E flat major to B flat major back to F. And again, it's that E flat major that is held for a count of 6. I'll go through it. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now if you look at the second high part of the Namo Bhagavate, again, in this situation, the progression is very, very similar. I'll play it for you. It goes Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. In this situation, the count goes like this. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the F is held for a count of 4, the E flat major is held for a count of 8, and then you go back to the F for a count of 4. Effectively, you're just leaving out that B flat major, which took up 2 of the 8 beats. And that's basically it. That is the whole song summed up. So what I'll do for you now is I actually play the song a little differently. I like to incorporate the melody, and what I'll do is I'll just play my version through for you, and it has a lot to do with the way you invert the chords. So you know, the song starts Om. What I do is I take that top G here, I invert it down, so we're down here, it's still C minor, and then what I do is I just leave away that E flat. And then basically the way to do this is to figure out the melody. You can do that by ear, you can do that by, you know, getting a book or something, and then trying to incorporate that melody into the chords using chord inversions. If you don't understand chord inversions, check out my other video and chord inversions will become a breeze. So let me show you what I do. So some of them I can incorporate the melody, some melodies, and some I can't, but this is how it goes. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ram Sita Ram, Ram Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Sita Ram. Hari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ram Sita Ram, Ram Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Sita Ram. Again, it's totally up to you which way you want to do it. I quite like just figuring that out. It just sort of keeps me entertained a little bit. And also I quite like adding the melody, but remember Kirtan is all about that bhav, and if you can get the bhav, there's no right or wrong way of doing it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something, and I would very much appreciate any comments, especially any suggestions on Kirtans that you want to learn. So hopefully we'll see you in the next video.